I never thought that I can make 300,000 within a span of one day. Hi, I'm Andy. I'm 36 this year. I run a digital media company. I met Wan Ting maybe 4 years ago through a mutual friend of mine, and that is how my property journey kicks off. So before I met Wan Ting, my wife and I was actually trying to look for some BTOs. We tried like a couple of times, 3 to 4 times, but we wasn't selected for the BTO. Then we were thinking of resale condo. However, we feel that maybe our budget wasn't enough for a resale condo because we feel that we might want to save a couple of years before we actually jump into a resale condo. We are stuck in a dilemma on what should we do next till we met Wan Ting, and actually she gave us very good property advice, and from then on we actually have a better understanding of the property market in Singapore, and we know that which kind of property suits us within our budget. So before I met Wan Ting, actually I do have another agent. He's my army friend. Actually I proposed to him that I might be looking into the property market. However, I told him that my budget is at that point of time was like within 1 million. He came back with some proposal. After my wife looked at it, she doesn't really like what he proposed because she feels that the proposal that he gave was like way beyond our budget. He didn't really elaborate more on why he gave us those proposals, and he just left us there. That is why we actually didn't really go ahead with him. So actually Wan Ting brought us a couple of development. End up we decided that we should go for PRA. So Wan Ting actually brought me down and we actually chose the ideal property, and that is how I got my first property. So basically I told you that I'm a businessman. So when it comes to businessman, it's about having an array of portfolio. Property could be one of them, and I feel that whenever I have my own property, right, I hope to make some money out of the property instead of like just a mediocre property which doesn't make me much money at the end of the day. We were lucky that actually Pasir Ris 8 made like 300,000 within a span of one day. And I never thought that I can make 300,000 within a span of one day. Never in my life. So how I make it was, towards the end of the day, the property development was selling like $400 per square feet above the price that I'm paid for. My ultimate dream is to retire at my own landed house. With this huge amount of money that I made from Pasir Ris 8, my wife and I is actually looking to sell the house and actually buying 2 properties, or to buy a bigger unit which have higher quantum so that I can actually make more money out of the next unit I'm buying. This is my property dream, and I hope that I can fulfill it with Wan Ting as my property agent. I own a media company, and I believe that social media is the way to go for all business in the future. No matter what business you are in, you should have an online presence. So that is why I hope that this video is able to help people like me that actually you are lost or in a dilemma, so that you can actually find a suitable property agent to actually fulfill your property dream.